You're going to a better place. You're going to a better place.
Get lost, get lost, get lost, get lost, get lost in the Bermuda Triangle.
Hey everyone, thank you for joining us for another week of the Bermuda Triangle. We are here tonight to talk about something with a little bit of nostalgia, bring us all back to a time when we're all a little bit younger. More specifically, when we were younger, what we wanted to be. So, that being said, Kev, what'd you want to be when you were a little kid?
Professional wrestler.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I still want to be that right now, actually. But I got too fat and too
Man,
old.
something tells me, you would break everything. You step into the ring right now with like anybody, it just Like, how old were you when you wanted to be a wrestler? Yeah. Like, what was the age where you were like, oh, was it 4 or 5?
I have like fragments, like frames in my brain of probably 8 and below, of just like snapshots of my life. But I remember watching wrestling as a kid before, younger than 8, and wanting to be that, whatever that was. That was like larger than life. It was like I might as well be watching another planet doing stuff at that age.
Who did you see? Was it like The Undertaker? Was it Macho Man? Was it
Macho Man, Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, these larger than life characters?
So was 7-year-old Kevin like on the playground ripping his shirt and pile driving kids off the slide?
You know, like looking back, like 7-year-old Kevin was very timid and like scared and like kind of like bullied around. But watching wrestling, that should have been my juice. That should have been my.
You could have never been a wrestler with that sort of mentality. Why would you even think that you could be?
I have no idea.
Were you the little kid in the corner who was just like drawing at recess, no friends?
No, it wasn't that bad, but it was close. It was like in the middle between that and like being like the cool kid on the playground too. You know, I was like in the middle. But I had a couple bullies in elementary school that I dealt with.
What?
How many bullies are we talking?
Two specifically.
I'm imagining like there were like 35 bullies of Kevin, just like including a couple teachers. Like,
yeah. Hey, you fat fuck, do your math homework.
Yeah, there are teachers that are out there. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna fail that fucking loser. He's gonna take second grade again.
That'll teach you for being a geek. Go study that,
dude. I mean, Kevin,
be cool.
Kevin, you could have, if you had taken the wrestling thing seriously at 7, you could have ran your elementary school, dude.
Yeah.
You could have like slid on by, passed with easy colors, easy peasy. Everyone would have feared you. You would have been taking everyone's Lunchables. I mean, dude.
I know.
You could have been.
I know.
Like,
it's
the king.
Can you imagine if you rolled in dressed like the Undertaker?
Yeah, I 100%. I don't know why I didn't channel that pro wrestler energy until like about 6th, 7th grade. Because elementary school Kevin was very timid. It's like, why didn't you Macho Man like take steroids? Why don't you do all that shit in like 3rd grade?
Yeah. Why didn't you take performance enhancing drugs when you were 7, Kevin? You fucking loser.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what all the cool kids were doing. Me and Rob were doing that shit. I love the idea of Kevin, rolling in, looked like the Undertaker, no backpack, no pencils, no protractor, whatever the fuck, compass, whatever the fuck you had when we were elementary schoolers, and just walking in, the makeup, just looking badass. Oh my god, that would be fucking awesome.
Yeah, I mean, they say don't live with regrets, but I 100% regret not being more of a pro wrestling gimmick in elementary school, like channeling that energy and telling those bullies to go fuck themselves, you know?
My dad showed me Die Hard, Evil Dead, Commando, True Lies, all that shit when I was like
those
6
are like
years old.
Pro Wrestler the movie.
And I was goody two-shoes at school. I wasn't going around kicking ass.
What does that mean? Were you like I'm picturing like this little like Mormon child. And Jimmy,
no, not
like
not
high
that
shorts
bad.
and like a white T-shirt and like a tie that's too short.
Yeah, button down
and holding his little Mormon book, going to class and.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, boys and girls. Good morning, teacher.
morning.
No. All right. So yeah. So wrestler Kev. That was
Yeah, this
that was
feels
the
more
idea.
like therapy than anything else, but it's good to talk about, you know?
So, Jimmy, when you were a kid, what did you want to be? Did you have a similar sort of experience as Kev?
No, not really. Well, I mean, maybe I haven't really thought about it. Maybe I've just repressed it. But when I was a kid, I mean, acting was one of the things, but I also really wanted to be a firefighter. Like, I feel like a lot of kids want to do it. And I don't know, maybe I saw a movie, maybe a Backdraft with Kurt Russell. I was just like, oh, I want to be Kurt Russell when I grow up. Almost there, Kurt. But yeah, no, I wanted to be a firefighter, like, really badly. I remember even, like, drawing a whole assignment in school about what you want to be when I grow up, and I just orange. It was just orange. I probably looked more like a pyro than a firefighter when I was like 7. But dude, I even wrote a get ready for this. I even wrote no, not a poem. I wrote a story called Jimmy Saves the President, and it was about me as a firefighter saving the president from a burning White House. And the first one, and I was like in 3rd grade. The first one, so much critical acclaim from my teachers and the students and just the county in general, that I wrote a sequel called, get ready, Jimmy Saves the President 2, More Dangerous. And this time, Jimmy's in the burning White House, but there's an arsonist in there, like an actual bad guy. No, and this was so big. Jimmy Saves the President was such a huge franchise at the time that a friend of mine in like 5th grade asked if he could write the 3rd one where Jimmy's a cop saving the president.
It's
So
a
I
fucking-
mean,
It's a trilogy?
Jimmy's a fire boy.
number 2 was so much better. It was like Terminator 2 and Aliens. Like, that's how good it was. So, but yeah, going back to the question before I went on my literary adventure, a fireman.
Rob, what did you want to be growing up?
Yeah, let's see, Mr. Smarty Pants.
So I wanted to be a professional athlete. And as soon as we started...
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we should have fucking known from his poems.
I am a boy who plays sports. I'm a boy who plays a lot of sports.
That's going to shout out to my poetry anthology. Yeah, that's like going way. And the thing that really upset me is not until today, when I started thinking about what we were going to discuss today, did I ever Google what the fucking probability of that occurring would be.
Yeah. So what was the sport though, Rob?
Just all of them.
Like number 1 sport?
All of them.
Oh, any sport. Wow. So you gave yourself the entire spectrum of sports, and you failed at all of them.
It was hockey and I think baseball, but then it was just hockey at one point. In my mind now, like, this question's pertinent for me because, pardon me, with my wife pregnant, I'm thinking about, like, okay, if my kid says some shit like this to me, do I fucking just lay the hammer down and just like, well, actually, you have a 0.4% chance that if you play on a varsity team your senior year, that you'll be a professional athlete, little Jimmy, or little Bobby, little Bobby.
Oh yeah. Name your kid Jimmy.
No,
yeah.
little Jimmy.
By the way, Rob, congrats on your baby that's coming. I never got to congratulate you. That's huge.
Thank you. We think it's mine.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah. There's a 0.4% chance that it's yours.
That statistic is just following me throughout my entire fucking life. No, but like, seriously. So in my head, I mean, I think you have to, right? As a parent, you need to enable your child, right? I can't just lay the fucking hammer down and say,
No, you got to do the follow your dreams thing at
you can
first,
be whatever
at
you want.
least.
It's like, well, I got a fucking D on my phys ed exam. It's like, oh shit, phys ed, you got a D?
Wait, so okay, so Rob, so you wanted to be a pro athlete when you were a kid, and it became hockey as the idea, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my god. Could
So
you ice skate?
Did you play a lot of hockey, Rob?
I did.
I would love if you couldn't ice skate.
I had aspirations of learning how to ice skate.
Yeah.
Wow, but no, you're right. It is tough. I mean, 0.4% chance of becoming a pro athlete. That's nuts.
Yeah.
Of just hockey or sports in general?
The NHL. So I started out with professional athlete, and then I saw Google doing suggestions. I was like, all right, well, let's take a little gander here. So I went down and looked at NHL. I think basketball is even harder, which makes sense. Less players in the team. I feel like it's a lot more people play it, right? And a lot more schools have it and all that. So,
Right.
yeah, I mean, it just, in my mind, I was like, damn, like, I wish I fucking Googled this and was just like, don't fucking do that. Like, because you're not going to do that.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, even if you were a kid and say you were like 9 years old and you Googled that, like, nothing would stop. When you're a kid, nothing stops you. It's like 0.4%. Looks like I got a chance.
Yeah.
Dude, 0.4%, like elementary, like kid Kevin didn't do math. So you even spit out a percentage of your chances of doing anything. It's like that's math to me. So I'm not even going to listen to that. I'm going to be what I want to be.
So whenever I want to just like distract you or just like fucking put you in a mental pretzel, I'm just going to start using percentages.
Yeah, you will see me just fold into a pretzel. Like origami.
I mean, I did origami one time and ooh, baby, did not go over well.
You only origamied once?
Yeah, well, because when I realized I couldn't be a firefighter, I was like, okay, well, I want to do origami for a living. And then I realized, well, I can't do that. And then I was like, ooh, astronaut. Now we're talking.
They're all in the same wavelength of difficulty. Firefighter, origami, and astronaut.
Yeah. No joke. I think I'd be much better as an astronaut than an origamist. Is that what it's called? Origamist?
Yes.
Is that even a job?
I'm gonna put myself on the vulnerable platform here, and if origamist is an actual career, I didn't know that until now.
Yeah. I mean, like, I guess like origami is a thing that is made, right? So there has to be.
Well, I think it's just like someone who works at like a stationery store. They call themselves that, but like,
yeah. I'm an origamist. Okay.
Yeah, are you? Do you know what that is? No. Okay. I wanted to be a pro wrestler. Rob wanted to be a hockey player in the NHL. Jimmy wanted to be a fireman. So here we are now in 2021. Where are we?
pretty close.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say I'm far.
I think we can totally see fucking Jimmy just popping out of a fucking cake as a stripper dressed as a fireman. So I feel like that's basically the same thing.
I'm way closer to that than actual firefighting. No question. Yeah, no, I'm definitely... Yeah, I could be a great firefighter stripper. A disappointing firefighter stripper, but, like, great in the terms of, oh, he doesn't care. You know what I mean?
Do you go home after your shift? And, you know, and your shift is just you stripping, by the way. And, like, look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, so close. So close.
Yeah. And then you light a little paper towel on fire and just douse it with the kitchen sink. Like, man, you're the best firefighter around, dude. Just killing fires.
God damn, you're good. Yeah, no, the closest I come to firefighting is if I'm wasted and someone pulls out a lighter, a Zippo, and I just punch at it. That's the closest I fucking come. That's it. But yeah, no, I think I'd be a great firefighter stripper. Or I could be an actual firefighter who's like a firefighter / stripper, and I show up to burning buildings, and before I save somebody, I do a little strip show, a little strip tease for them.
Yeah.
You know, or especially here's where it could come into play, right? So obviously, like, nobody wants to die from fire, right? But I think I could do a service by being a firefighter who, like, if I'm in a burning building and there's no way I can get to a person, and I'm like, oh, they're gonna die, I can be like, what's your name? The guy could be like, my name's Garrett, my name's Dino, to remember life by, and then I can strip for him and, like, play some music, so at least as he's burning to death, he's like, oh, entertainment, distract.
This could have been worse.
This was
the worst
exactly.
it could be.
Yeah. Some little girl's just wailing on the ground because you're not saving her cat. You're just stripping instead of going into the house.
What's your cat's name, little girl?
Yeah, my cat's name's Sprinkles. Got you, Sprinkles.
Yeah, exactly. Like God, that poor cat. I mean, that poor cat would be very distracted and like, cat would be like, I've never fucking seen this before, and then boom.
Yeah. The cat's
gone.
watching you from the
Doesn't
window.
even feel a thing.
Meow. Just loving the show.
Yeah, I'm like the doctor. What was it? Kevorkian? Is that the guy who would like put patients to
You mean
sleep?
an
Right.
anesthesiologist?
But no, but I mean like killing them, right? Or yeah, but I guess like an anesthesiologist, right? Where I'm like, in a way, taking the pain away as I'm stripping for them, right?
That's the last thing they see.
And just doing this. This is the last thing they see is just like rolls of fat, like just undulating, and they're just like kind of disgusted.
In a way,
but
you
again, no
are
pain.
doing the
They're-
Lord's work. You're taking their mind off the pain that they're currently in.
Yeah, and if I could save them,
I think
obviously I
you're-
would.
Almost. I mean, they're almost at a point where they're like, death is better than this, right?
Yeah. Maybe I'm going to heaven because I think I was already living in hell.
Exactly.
Fire. Overweight guy dressed as a fireman.
And Jim, if you think of it this way, Jim, you'd make more money being a successful fireman stripper than a fireman in general. Strippers make bank.
Who would pay him?
So if
would
you're-
he pay him, or would it be
They
people who'd pay him?
Well, I think I'm just picturing like Vegas, like, bachelorette party, Jimmy swinging his junk in some poor girl's face, and he's just making.
Poor girl. Oh God, poor girl.
This, I just feel so bad for her, but at the same time, you're making a lot of money doing that.
Yeah, no, exactly. And then, yeah, I can make enough money. Oh my God, I can make enough money, and then finally, like put money into making Jimmy Saves the President into a feature-length
is.
film, and then boom, full circle, boom,
And then
right
you become
there.
an actor.
Yeah, exactly. Then you could be an actor. Then you're.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it only took me like 25 years to figure it out, guys. But yeah, so I just got to become a firefighter stripper, make bank, and then make the movie. Wham bam, thank
Do
you,
male
ma'am.
strippers make the male strippers clearly don't make as much as female strippers, though, right? Like female strippers, I can make 6 figures. They can. It's been documented.
Yeah, especially depending on where you go.
Right.
Also,
Yeah, but he's a fireman stripper, so he probably has a pension. He probably gets a certain number of days off each year.
Yeah, killer retirement
He
setup.
drives a fire truck.
yeah. In this world, am I stripping and firefighting at the same time?
That's a lot of work. I would put you as a fireman stripper at first, and then you work your way. You somehow fireman strip your way into acting.
Is it getting
You
hot in
skip-
here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe you're at a house party and somebody lights a joint and then they flick the joint on the carpet and set a fire and then you douse that fire, but that's as close as you get to being a real fireman,
Or if I'm at a swanky like Hollywood party, right, and there's a huge like big time producer or Spielberg or someone's over there, and I can walk over in my firefighter's outfit, and Spielberg will be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, fire marshal, is there a problem?" "Yeah, there is," and then I strip for Steven Spielberg. That happens, and then afterwards I go, "By the way, I'm also an actor, and I'd love to talk to you about a script that I wrote when I was 7." All right, so we're in 2021, so obviously I'm going to be a firefighter stripper. Kevin, what are your plans to becoming a wrestler?
Okay, so I work in the entertainment industry right now. So I think I've actually I apologize that this is a boring route, but I'm already knowing a lot of what goes on behind the scenes of live television.
You make a good point. So, I mean, you work in live TV. You're a stage manager. So, I mean, technically, you could put yourself on the map. And obviously, this would ruin your current employment. But if during a live broadcast, like someone's speaking at a desk and like, well, the thing about this, and you could just come in, boom, and like perform some wrestling moves, and that'll go viral. And then Vince McMahon will be like, I got to get that guy.
Zero wrestling fans will ever see this in their life, but Jimmy's impression of Vince McMahon is by far the absolute worst impression of Vince McMahon I think I've ever seen in my life.
You sure about that? You sure about that? No. I want to get him in the WWE. I don't fucking care. I don't know. I don't know.
It's like Sylvester Stallone,
Yeah.
McMahon. With my live TV experience, I could pitch to the WWE that I know how live TV works, and I can do it better than how they're directing it right now. And I could work my way into that way and be like, oh, this guy knows his shit. And then, you gain your power up in the back, the behind the scenes production world, and be like, hey, you know what? I want to go out there and throw an elbow drop on John Cena. And be like, this stupid fat idiot wants to like try to work the ropes. Like, yeah, we'll put that on Monday Night Raw. Why not? Our ratings kind of suck right now anyway. Let's have this guy go out and like, let's see what he does. And then that way I'm like living my dream. I'm not exactly a pro wrestler, but I'm on the show I watched growing up.
At least once. Like, you want to at least get out there once. No, but smart idea, Kev. So yeah, you're gonna come up behind the scenes. And you're gonna sneak in
through management. You don't you don't bust your ass becoming a pro wrestler. You go in through the back door of the production side of things.
That's how The Rock did it, right?
So,
yeah.
no, that's not how The Rock did it at all.
Who's The
I would
Rock?
be doing it the opposite of The Rock, where I'd make a lot of money becoming a producer, Hollywood director. Oh, I like wrestling. I'm just gonna weasel my way into a storyline.
Like you achieved the top rank in another industry, and you're probably making, like easily 2 commas, right? Like you're chief and you're doing well, and then you're like, actually, I'm gonna go be a wrestler. And everyone's like,
yeah, and it's a win-win because if Monday Night Raw pops a rating because like oh shit, the producer of like the Kevin and Jimmy Instagram show is on Monday Night Raw. We'll let this guy go out and be an idiot for a 15-minute segment. Yeah, let's do it.
So when you first started out talking about all this and like working your way into wrestling, I thought it was going to be a completely different angle here. I thought you were going to be like one of those camera guys in the rafters. And they're like, camera 5, get him. And like you're like looking like they're like calling on you to like pivot down with your camera onto them. And you're like, I got him. You take your camera off, you jump off the ledge, and you go down and fucking elbow drop the guy as your camera's zooming in. And then like you become the cameraman. And that's your wrestler's name.
Oh my God, I would be
the cameraman.
Oh my God, that's such good. That's like classic 80s booking though, like the cameraman wrestler.
Yeah, and it would probably be easier too that way because you become a camera operator and then you just fucking go and like the WWE. I mean, like I said, that shit'll go viral and it'll be like we got to keep that. The audience loved it because it was organic. It came out of nowhere. This is fucking bullshit. Kevin became one of the coolest. Pro wrestlers
Wait, I
of all
forgot
time.
we were doing a podcast. I'm like, wait, we should be entertaining people, but this sounds fucking awesome in my head. Like.
No, it sounds great. Meanwhile, I'm stripping for Spielberg.
Yeah. Jimmy's stripping
and being kicked out.
Stripping. I'm becoming like a revolutionary. Like I'm bringing the pro wrestling product to the next level. Rob, what are you doing? What are you doing as an NHL player?
Well, I think I'm pretty close. I'm tracking pretty well, generally speaking. And what I mean by that is like a guy who played in the NHL for a prolonged period of time, and he's since retired. And now he has like bodily injuries, and he has difficulty doing stuff. Like I just had back surgery 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
and it just like I feel like
and that was from
it's
hockey.
Damn, that's right. I forgot you played in the NHL. You had like a nice 7 or 8 year run.
I think it was more like 7 or 8 months, but yes, pretty. Yeah, I could see myself like literally skating out on the ice. Like he did it. He's in like my parents going to the game, and then like first shift out, jump over the boards, like screaming down the ice, and like I intercept like a puck. I'm on a breakaway, and this guy catches up to me and he's absolutely just fucking levels me, and like I just end up sliding, go head first in the boards, and like I'm all sorts of fucked up, and I literally got like 15 minutes of playing time. That was it, my whole career. 15 seconds, sorry. But like I'd worked my whole life to get to that one point in time in 15 seconds. Totally worth it.
Hey, that's fine. That's fine. You know why? Because that 0.4% probability bullshit goes right out the fucking window. You made it, Rob. You made it into the NH fucking L, baby.
You're right.
Baby?
I did.
Baby?
You did it, dude. You did it. Yeah, oh my god, you'd be an incredible NHL like announcer or broadcaster.
Yeah, I know.
That was an amazing goal. What'd you think, Rob? It was a decent goal. It was a pretty good goal.
It was nothing like my goal when the guy checked me from behind, the puck went in the net, and then I got paralyzed immediately.
Oh, you're going to be that guy where every single time anyone wants to talk to you, it's always going to be about that one goal, the 15 seconds.
So I was at my daughter's birthday. We rented a bunch of ponies, put her in the backyard, and put her on top. I remember that one time. So sometimes people fall off these ponies, get back injuries like I got when I was playing hockey on that breakaway after I scored. How did you just make my daughter's birthday about your NHL injury?
Okay, so coming full circle, holy shit, guys, we did it. We had our childhood dreams, and I think we actually manifested those dreams in a very powerful way. But we're happy.
I don't think so.
You don't think we're happy? I'm not happy.
I don't think I was happy. I'm ruining little girls' birthdays, telling stories about my 15 seconds on the ice. I don't think I'm happy.
I've been blacklisted from Hollywood.
I can't believe I thought that we were happy. Wait,
No fire.
I thought I was in the clear though. I thought I was like pro wrestler or like management.
Oh, no, if anything, Kevin, you are the happiest. Yeah. No,
I think
question.
I won
If
this.
anything,
I think I won. Not that we're like making scoreboards or anything, but I think this time I win.
Yeah,
I made it happen through the back door. If you know what I'm saying.
Kevmo Bevmo, hell yeah, I'm okay with that. And then you can help me and Rob out financially.
We have to be part of your entourage because Jimmy is unemployable and no one can stand me, so I need somewhere to go.
Dude, Jimmy, if I'm dying and you're around, dude, I'm calling for that Jimbo at my hospital
dude,
bed.
no question. You'll finally see my dick. That I promise you. On your deathbed, I will finally show you my dick.
Is finally the word that you think it means? Wait, so what's your song? What do you typically, is it always just like Cisco Thong song, or do you dance to something weird, like it's like a Bob Dylan song or something?
Yeah, Dashboard Confessional.
Do like the fire, but no, I think a Bob
like
Dylan
a Rolling Stone.
No, yeah, Jimmy, I think you're more like disco the whole time, or like Jungle Fire, or
yeah, burning down the house.
Yeah.
Ooh, baby, I know.
It's an extra $10,000. It's an extra $10,000 if somebody wants to change the song.
It's an extra $10,000 for him to keep his clothes on.
I just picture like when my grandma was in hospice, and I'm like, "Hey, grandma, I love you. You've been the best grandma anyone could ask for." I'm holding her hand. It's like really emotional, and I say, "I got you something as your parting, like as my final gift." It's
Woo, baby.